What's going on, Whalers fam, and welcome back to another bowling video today on the channel. So this time we have Monday Night Trios, and it's up to week 3. So it's the one league out of the other two that currently is a bit behind its scheduling, but that's okay. Anyways, obviously this only meets for 11 weeks, so it does catch up at some point. But besides that, the Arsenal's going to pop up on the left side of the screen, same as always. Don't really feel like I need to talk a bit more about that. But yeah, so basically this is the day after I did the 9-pin no tap in Dunedin. That video will come out at some point. It may actually come out after this one. I don't know yet, but we'll figure that out. Um, but yeah, so we're bowling on back-to-back days here, so we don't know what we're gonna expect out of tonight. We have been borderline 500, so tonight would be an ideal night to get out of that a little bit, try to get out of that 500 pins just over mark. So we'll find out in this video if we can get back above it again and kind of find a norm. But anyways, it's Monday Night Trios. The schedule resets, so we're playing the same team that you saw in week 1. Sit back and enjoy, and I'll catch up with you in game 2. So, at the end of game 1 here, we also just hit a massive split, which helps us out a ton here in the upcoming frame. Kind of that don't say die mentality there on the split that I was able to get out of, so it works out good for us. Pretty psyched about it. We also feel a lot better than we did on Friday's video. So remember Friday I was talking about how I was ill, feeling a bit better today. on this one. 10th frame wrapping up now. We knocked down 8 pins in the second throw. And we're going to have a spare leave here to finish game 1 with a 204. So works out good for us, although the 204 I had does not take the personal matchup point, sadly. But it is what it is. We end up going into the final shots of game 1 down 52. TJ is going to have to keep striking here to try to cut into this deficit a little bit more. Second strike there, that cuts the deficit to -2. We just got to hit more than 3 here to try to take 2 points. And just like that, there you go. We end up coming from behind in game 1 to snag a couple points. So we end up getting 3 points in this game that are out of a possible 5, something like that. So yeah, not too bad of a start to the evening. Pretty solid 204. Let's see if we keep it up. Feeling pretty good, and let's try to get things rolling in game 2. So we're back with you in game 2 now. The night kind of gets tougher for us. As you could see, despite me bowling somewhat okay. I mean, this is okay. It's definitely, like, it's above that level 150 okay. It is okay, but we just didn't strike as much in this one. Uh, End up getting a 10 pin leave here in the 10th frame. Although I feel like I shouldn't have went to the radio here, but I did anyway. Um, Had to get that ball a little bit more out, otherwise I wouldn't have that lead that you just saw. We do end up walking away with a 181 in game 2, so slightly under average. The guy next to us who we're playing on personal stats is had a 196, so we are automatically out of the chance of taking a point there as well. Uh, I guess when he established, his average was a lot lower or whatever. I mean, everybody has bad nights and stuff, so it happens. But anyhow, not much I could do about it. We do lose by a good bit here, so no nothing really winnable point wise that we took here. all the points ended up going the other way. So it is what it is, but when your average is lower and you struggle out of the gate to maintain your average that you enter with, this is kind of the byproduct of what happens, but nothing to be really worried about because even if game 3 is about like the same way, although I'm pretty sure, I don't know. You'll find out if it's good or not, and you'll be the judge of it as you watch. But yeah, if we have a bad night here or finish out the night bad, at least the other way to look at it is that everybody else in this league is going to have a night like that at some point. So we can find a way to recover eventually. So, and plus, there's still probably 8 weeks to go. So, with that being said, even though I've said the word "so" like 50 times in this one part of the commentary, yeah, not really much to say after game 2, but let's see if we can keep the night consistent. Alrighty, we're getting the night over with a little bit faster as time goes on. We got some leaves here we got to take care of. Although we leave this one incomplete, sadly. We didn't really have a great start out of the box in game 3 either, so that kind of killed us. Switching balls to the radio might have killed us just slightly. Probably never should have swapped out of the Rhino because I do a lot better here with it. But yeah, obviously that washout in the second game that we had, the only reason that occurred was because of an error I made with the Rhino. But yeah, I ended up trying to make up for it with the vibe. Didn't really work out for me too well. But it is what it is. Not much we can really do this on this evening, where the handicap situation's kind of out of control, and with the way these leagues are ran here, it's kind of weird because without like you realize like more and more why there's a 10 pin drop rule or anything like that, but yeah, I don't really got much more to say about the subject other than that. So it is what it is, but I think a schedule reset was a little bit bogus here because I don't understand why that's even a concept. But yeah, I think it should just go to a league vote, but for some reason it didn't. But yeah, there's so many other things like league politics wise that I could probably go on about here, but we just had to accept the defeat that we had. We do go on to lose once again. That's the no-brainer. Here's the stat line. Our record's going to drop to 30 and 31. We finished only 12 pins under average, by the way, which is much better. We're back to something good now. So that's always fun. The stat breakdown, we do win one of the games at least, so I guess that part's not as bad. But personal series, we don't take any points. I had no chance to really. And those points up there on personal series are not scratch scores. Those are including the handicaps that we were given per each game. So yeah. Anyways, the sad story is this ends up not being a good point scoring week in trios, but it is a very good baseline series. Even though it's slightly under average, this is still another really solid series that helps keep that average we have a little bit higher than 180 at this point. So not all is lost in this series entirely. So we do have multiple weeks to go though, so we could still recover from this. Plus we still have a good chunk of the trio league to play anyway. So with that said, it should jumble everything back up and hopefully make things make sense here in the future. If you guys like this video, make sure to tap that like button and subscribe today. It helps us out a ton here on YouTube as we continue to push for 350 subscribers on YouTube. On that note, Whalers fam, take care, and I'll catch you on the next video here on this channel. Stay tuned.